Okay, let's get started.
And you Bucketheads are gonna be sorry when my uncle, the Emperor, finds out you're keeping me here against my will.
Hello and welcome to this special episode about the TIE Fighter Total Conversion. Soon you will hear an interview with the project lead of this great game, Jason Millward, also known as Angel. My name is Kevin Arnold. I am the host of Bucketheads, which is a German podcast about Star Wars. Don't bother about liking and subscribing, dear international listeners. The podcast is extraordinary, of course, and made with lots of love for Star Wars, but it's in German, so the benefit for non-German listeners should be limited. You can gain a lot of benefit by playing the TIE Fighter Total Conversion if you have not already done so. Check out their homepage, subscribe to Angel's YouTube channel and Twitter. You find all relevant links in the description. So let's have a talk with Jason. Let him tell us how the TIE Fighter Total Conversion was made, how he approached things like the mission design, the graphics, the sound, and I'm also curious about how big is his fear that Disney Lucasfilm will shut the whole thing down. But we shall not be guided by fear, we also celebrate the great thing that is the TIE Fighter game. Enjoy. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
I'm so glad to have you on the show. Thank you for taking your time for the interview.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I must say, when I hear your voice, I feel like being immediately transferred to the Imperial Navy because I know your voice from the game already.
Yeah, my voice is a bit sort of World War II-ish officer, so your mission today will be to interview the briefing officer of the TIE Fighter Total Conversion Project.
Gamma 1, engage the interview. At some point you must teach me how to do that. It's great. We will talk about the TIE Fighter Total Conversion, which is such a great achievement and so much fun to play. But let's remind ourselves that all this would not exist without the great work of the team at LucasArts, Totally Games, around Lawrence Holland and Edward Killam in the early 1990s, who created X-Wing and TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
From your point of view, Jason, what is so great about the classic TIE Fighter game?
I'm sure for many people my age, it's a combination of nostalgia, gameplay, and the fact that you're playing the Empire, the bad guys. TIE Fighter is one of the very first games I ever owned and played. Had it on the floppy disk. I was playing it on my dad's 486. I remember having to fluff about with the config.6 and autoexec.bat just to get enough memory just to play it. Didn't have a joystick to begin with, so it was all keyboard and mouse. And to this day, that's impacted my ability to play first-person shooters because I do inverted mouse, so I pull up and push down when looking in first-person shooters. But yeah, I played the hell out of that game, and much more so than X-Wing, which I played afterwards, and that's sort of a downgrade in a way in terms of game mechanics and gameplay. There was just something really cool at the time. For the time, I think the graphics and the sound, especially the music system, were quite advanced for a 1994 title. This is just before things like Doom and Quake and everything like that. They really hit the market, and 3D graphics were starting to become a thing. And then there's obviously the story element, being the Empire, the bad guys. But, you know, as an adult looking at this, it's cool in a way because I think pretty much every single Star Wars game where you do play from the perspective of the Empire, you are, I'm evil. Or will eventually defect because you're so evil, or at least you realise how evil the Empire is. But in this game, you don't really do that. You're not that evil. You're not murdering civilians. You're not destroying planets. You're just a guy doing his duty for the Empire, you know? And I think from a narrative point of view,